380.
Mike's 5-4.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Right there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Flowers. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
Watch 54. Hey, tight.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Touchdown, Cardinals! Russell Wilson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
We got this.
Down.
They're coming out with a jumbo
22.
package to start the drive.
52 blaster.
Young off the play fake. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Devontae Adams. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now here's a throw that's complete. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Pollard is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
17.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
He lets it fly for Lockett, and this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Good job right there. I'm coming for you. You mine.
After the interception, here's Wilson, sliding out of the pocket.
Push him back.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
54 is a mark.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 65.
From the 27, Wilson.
Slam.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. A spin. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Know your job. Mike 40.
To throw again on second down. Young toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
We'll go Mike 40. Mike 40.
10 cycle.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Set. Hut. 33. Yellow.
49.
It's our field. It's our field.
Young now. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Daniel Bellinger from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from taking the lead.
49's a Mike. 49's
Pete
a
Carroll
Mike.
in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
You got tape.
Flushed out right. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to get to the goal line. The defense keeps him out of the end zone, and as a result, that's going to keep this game tied. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Hopkins with a quick, and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 70 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Let's go.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
54.
On 1st down, Wilson. He gets this complete to Cephas. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
It's our time.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
good power
Let's hit,
football
boy.
on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this 1st half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Young. this is Lewis. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready
So
up.
from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's
To
go.
throw, Young. Flush to his right. It's caught here by Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Here we go.
Yeah, what could have
60
been
red.
for him.
60
So
red.
maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
Bring it!
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Come on,
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks.
That was a special return,
Down.
and it
Yellow,
happened
43.
because he's a
Hustle,
special
hustle.
returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, keep
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Here we go. Here
And
we
the
go.
Seahawks are
Yellow,
going to have it
22.
here at their own
22
15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With his slim deficit closing in on the... Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Davante Adams. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time
Okay, ready?
list. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Young. Flushed out right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Let's go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Young. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
49. 49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. Get him. Get him.
Off the play fake, Young. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. There he goes, right side. The 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's finally out of bounds, but he gets it to the 25. What a return.
Ready, break.
Check Mike 40. Drop deep, drop deep. Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left.
Young looks to throw on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the...
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Young. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All day, baby.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go, charge.
Here we go, D.
Young to throw on 4th.
Here I come again.
Flush to his right. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Williams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Here we go.
A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
And now here is another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Now that's the takeaway. That's how the defense scores.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
From his end zone, Wilson.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Young, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Looking deep for Adams. Touchdown, Seahawks. Davante Adams, 51 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Nice number 1. Be alert, be alert. Bring it. Watch the edge.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You must be dreaming.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Oh, he fakes a spike. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
54 Mike. He can't hang. He's not hanging.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We got this.
On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Stay with your man.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson forced out to his left. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our team
and that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Following the interception, Young flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Richie Grant.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Crunch time, defense.
Wilson to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Young. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Young. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we